Hi, um, I I just did segment on follow up of the strategy without hitting the recording button. Uh, so I can do it again. Um, since this is redo of the um, a piece that I just do original pieces, and if this redo did not cover all the points, I'm sorry, but I just want to say what I want to say based on my experience. Um, there's an interesting development after my prediction of the strategy, and Trump actually followed up the strategy beautifully, and he made a turn uh, on the, you know, he invites North Korean leader Kim Jong Un to visit um, um, White House, and he said he would be honored. That's actually a cheap play. Well, cheap. I'm not. In no way. I'm not trying to criticize it, but it's a really a smart play to show his attitude towards the situation. And also, the phone call between Trump and Putin is quite interesting. I would say that they set up the foundation for the future of North Korean situation, and also they're trying to they're trying to communicate on the basis that where Russia stand. Do you think that Russia would be the only one actually position themselves to be friendly with China? U.S. are doing the same thing right now. But the interesting part is that in this conflict, China is actually the scapegoat that everybody, every side, trying to get their fingers pointed at China. It's a very tricky situation. It's 11 o'clock. So after this, I would think that another development is China, how China responds to the situation. China actually made a move to block South Korean um, SAD uh, employment into the South Korean, and it's been done anyway. It's the China, U.S. gonna do this anyway, but the resistance just intensified, and this is the first real play U.S. and China politically, diplomatically, and with big backup on military side. We'll see how this play out. My prediction would be in the next 3 weeks, there will no big event happening. At least 3 weeks to a month, and the big black swan situation would be North Korea trying to point fingers at China, trying to switch the conflict into China somehow, some way. I don't know how this can happen, but that would be the right direction if North Korea have some, smart strategists. And what I'm trying to point out is that if I can analyze the situation like this, um, for sure, Chinese government would be able to do so. It'll be quite interesting on what is the tangent factor in this segment that I speak of, that they have to play it this way. They cannot escape. That'll be interesting part. to analyze, I would say that China would focus more on the resistance of the sound employment into South Korea. So there's a immediate event could happen within 3 weeks. Um, on the key personnel of the South Korean government. Um, I would be surprised at this stage North Korean would be super aggressive to shift the conflict into China. I would be very surprised if Kim Jong-un did so. Then he probably would not be in power for his lifetime because he's too naive to play the situation too aggressively. We'll see.